Tell us more about the Republic of Texas.
The United States Constitution had no means of annexing any new country, which the Republic of Texas was at the time, into the United States, since we were an independent republic. And we've been to the Library of Congress in D.C. had several people go looking for a ratified treaty, and there's never been one produced that shows that the Republic of Texas was ratified as a ratified treaty introduced into the Library of Congress. So we're still waiting for them to produce that. It'd be nice to prove us wrong, but no one's proved us wrong yet.
So you're looking at the idea of Texas becoming independent, sovereign, in the event of a full-on economic meltdown.
We're offering an alternative, a de jure government versus the corporation, where you can be in their corporation, or you can be an inhabitant on the soil of the Texas Republic.
How can some of these concepts of bartering be implemented by other states, people in other states watching this YouTube video?
I would look at the AOCS.com, American Open Currency Standard, and Google that, who's the person or the party that had our medallions minted for us. And they have 26,000 people world or countrywide that accept the medallions as part of the barter system. The copper right there has 2 trade units. The 1 ounce silver has 50 trade units. The half ounce has 25 trade units. And the 1/10 ounce gold has 500 trade units. And it's on the back. This one says Liberty. And the half ounce of silver is to establish justice, which we believe might be hard to find in some of those corporation courts these days.
Very hard to find. What websites can we go to learn more?
The www.aocs.com, which is the American Open Currency Standard, and so they are the ones who minted the medallions for us, and we're at www.texasrepublic.info. So a wealth of information, and there's several articles on there where there's no need for Texas to secede because we were never properly brought into the United States of America corporation per se. Actually, they were forced in at the point of a gun in 1866 after the Civil War. So no need to secede. Long live Texas and the Texians.
We're the official mint for the Lakota Nation of South Dakota, the Saulteaux Nation of Canada, and the Otui Nation of Kauai, along with numerous communities that we've minted for, including, here's the latest piece from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and their community, Colorado, Missouri, and places like that. We mint only in pure copper, silver, and gold. And you can look us up at opencurrency.com.
Can you tell us a little bit about RBN?
Right there. USAprepares.com.
Okay, so you're on the local radio here. 560.
No, 560 is out of Springfield, Missouri. We broadcast from Springfield, Missouri, and RBN, KHFX AM 1140, Dallas.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll get some of these bumper stickers here.
Berkey's more of a home type of a system. It's taking pre-filtered and pre-treated water, taking out the chlorine and the minerals and make it better tasting. This is for emergencies. So you take dirty water, this flood water, lake water, river water, and you run it through, and it kills the bacteria in the first layer, bacteria, viruses, all the bad stuff. The next layer actually is the adhesive. It takes out all the bad stuff, the minerals, that type of thing, and then the last layer is the carbon, and that'll put the minerals back into it. So all you do is fill the water in on the top, and as it's doing here, the water comes in through the hole in the bottom, and it can filter up to treat up to 15 gallons per hour.
What kind of filter is it?
It's not a filter, it's a medium is basically what it is. Running it through, that's the stuff on the top layer that it takes out. I mean, we're talking about really filthy
this is
water.
Our 5,000 gallon.
And then this kind of water is taken out of a river, real dark, dirty water.
Just a cone.
And he runs it through, and it ends up looking like that.
It's been compressed, and you're trying to.
And then I think he actually even drinks it to show that it's drinkable.
It's the fastest flowing. gravity-fed water system in the world. It's flowing right over there, 1 liter.
Yeah, I see that. That's amazing.
We basically sell 5 different sizes, ranging from the small one, the piggy bank, all the way up to the lockbox, the safe, the vault, and the treasury. Each one of these seed banks has the exact same number of seeds, or the same type of seeds inside. There are 80 varieties, 80 plus varieties actually, of seeds in each one of these banks. Everything on this list is in each box. The only difference is the number of seeds. So in a small bank, you're going to get around 10,000 seeds, and in the treasury, you're going to get about 250,000. Okay. The other difference is that the larger banks come with books. Now you're buying the safe.
I am.
The safe bank is a 6-person bank, or that is 6 adult people. So if you 2 small kids, that would be equaling 1 adult. With the safe, you get these 2 books. One is the edible garden, and one is the all-new square foot gardening. Both of these books are essential if you want to grow a good, productive garden with the least amount of effort, greatest number of plants. Your square foot gardening tells you how to create a raised bed using lumber or something around the sides, and you build that up with your proper soil mixture. That's going to enable you to be very productive without putting a lot of work into it. There's no shovels, no tilling, no weeding, because you're putting in a soil mixture that doesn't have weed seeds in it, which is a whole different thing from doing it in ground. This book tells you variety by variety how to go about planting that garden. So if you open the back here, you'll see that you've got onions, herbs, peppers, parsley, carrots, whatever. So you'll know when to plant, how far apart to space them, all of that. So this is basically the instruction manual for your bank.
Sounds like a great Christmas gift idea if someone's running out of
It is. Let's say you have family or friends up in Minnesota. Well, how is Texas Ready going to help them? Number one, Texas Ready is a state of preparedness. It's not a geographical region. So, yeah, this will grow in Texas, but it'll grow in Missouri, Alabama, whatever. If your relatives are in Minnesota or Illinois, this is not the bank for them. They would want this because this is the northern bank. The northern bank is good for zones 3 through 6. The southern bank is good for zones 7 through 10. There's different varieties in each one so that you'll be able to get the best results from your garden.
We offer a wide range of food storages and water purification. We encourage people to look at the basic needs of survival, which is food, water. We have a lot of other side accessories, such as shortwave radios, communication, fuel stabilizers, medical kits. So we try to cover a wide range, something that every family, every household, can use to achieve a little bit of independence and peace of mind. Best hand-driven mill universally. I mean, that's not me saying it. That's reviews. That's the fact that it's been around. The company's been around for a very long time. Rigid construction, long warranty. There are ways to connect anything.
I'm Bill Trigger, and my wife and I are here, along with Michael and his product, to promote our radiation detox. It's a natural mineral. It's called zeolite. It's mined from one of the best zeolite deposits in the world, and it's a natural mineral, and it's a cation exchange. And what it does, it has a negative charge to it. All the metals, carcinogens, toxins in your body are all positively charged. So when you ingest it, as it's working your way through the intestine, it cleans your blood, and it gives you, when it takes a heavy metal back, it gives you a good thing back, like calcium, nitrogen, potassium, manganese. It gives you all these things, and it's called a cation exchange. The biggest thing is it promotes healthy organs, your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, Even your brain, as the blood circulates through it, is detoxified, and it balances your pH naturally in your body. Keeps you clean, takes away the environment for cancers, and it works well with Michael's product as being the iodine and the radiation, and with the radiation detox and zeolite. You know, preserve your thyroid, preserve your organs, clean, healthy life, live for 100 years.
Are there any side effects?
None. Absolutely no side effects, and it's on the FDA GRAS list, and it's 100% natural mineral. Mined, milled, and produced in the beautiful United States of America.
This is normal Dallas, where my finger is. We're showing the event. This started the expo here, and this is current real time. Anything above my fingers is from Fukushima. Normal Dallas background is below my fingers. 8 to 10 counts per minute. Anything above. So what I wanted to say to you for your blog, it's here. Radiation is here. So anybody that's going to listen, you can hear something you won't be able to find it. And that's a real-time graph of, you know, the actual counts per minute of this meter right there.
Wow.
And you'll see a flip here in a minute, I hope. Anyway, actually, that's good. I haven't seen it go off for a little while. Huh. There it goes. I just saw one. You can see it just flashes the red. There's another. But
am I radioactive?
No. Well, yeah, a little bit.
Basically, these eggs are 100% natural. They'll cook up and they'll taste just like a regular fresh egg. In fact, when you taste these, you won't know the difference whether you can feed this to your family without telling them this is a powdered egg, and they wouldn't know. And that's our claim to fame, and we're sticking to it.
This, what you're making, comes out of this can here?
Yeah, or these bags right here.
Okay.
The way I cook them is just with a little bit of butter, salt and pepper, and that's it. So you can actually just taste an egg. There's no sausage or cheese or anything in here. If you go to our website, there's a local NBC news station in Seattle that took our challenge. We sent them a bag of our eggs and said, we'll bet you that this product tastes like a regular shell egg, because they do this all the time with different products. So we challenged them with our about a year and a half ago. And I sent it on a Monday. On a Wednesday, I got a call back from the producer. I go, all right, we'll take you on. So they took it to a self-described greasy spoon in downtown Seattle. It's called Beth's Restaurant, Beth's Cafe. And Beth cooked it up. First a 12-egg omelet with her fresh eggs, and then ours. And the cook, the chef, gave us a thumbs up after she was done. So that product was good. And then they have our eggs being eaten by the local news anchors. They're eating our eggs on 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock news. So it's really great. So we got a lot of press doing that.
So what's the special secret? How do you keep them from tasting like some of the other brands?
The other brands are spray-dried eggs, and they're cooked at a very high temperature. They're dried at a very high temperature. We are dried at a very low temperature. We also buy top-of-the-line eggs. The other companies buy bottom-of-the-line eggs. So you already have two different starting points, and one heats it really high to cook it, to dehydrate it, where we have very low temperature to cook it. So you end up with a much higher quality product. You'll see when this, as you can see, it's a little bit more orange when you first mix it up. But if you look at the how it's cooking, it starts to cook exactly like a regular egg. See, it starts to yellow up. All I've done here is cook it in a little bit of margarine and salt and pepper, very light salt and pepper. Makes a great omelet. Scrambled eggs. We sell it into the camping markets, grocery. The military is our biggest customer. They kicked off the old powdered eggs and added ours in because they wanted to feed their soldiers better. So that's where.
So this is being sent to the Middle East?
Yes. Yeah. We're in Iraq, Afghanistan, most of the Navy ships, all the submarines. It takes up, most of those guys before also buy frozen or liquid egg. We take about 20% of the space for the same amount of product. And we don't have to be refrigerated, so it saves their cooler space for other things. I was telling these guys, I mean, the old powdered eggs are made